Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, whether you're joining me from the present or the future. Welcome back to another Future Fight Vanguard video. And today we're continuing on our path of catch-up that I talked about last video. If you guys missed that, definitely go watch the Grand Blue video so that you guys can know what I'm talking about. But basically, in summary, we're going to be catching up for a couple of videos because I have been away for a while. So today, we're going to be talking about the last Future Fight of the Glorious Justice set, which is the Dimension Police set of Great Dayusha, the deck that contains Great Dayusha. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that today. If you guys haven't already, be sure to leave the video a like, subscribe down below, and click the bell button so that you don't have to miss any of our future content going forward. Also, be sure to check out the things in the description down below, like our sponsor, Team Vision. Check them out. They have a bunch of content on their page, articles and stuff like that, if you guys are interested in merchandise. And also, be sure to consider to click the brand new YouTube join button for YouTube membership. There's perks and stuff. If you guys are interested in that, you can click the join button down below and it will give you all the information that you need to know. But let's get right into the video here. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about D-Police. Obviously no extra deck because it's not premium. But yeah, so standard. So let's start off with our grade 3. So this deck runs a lot of grade 3s because this deck is grade 3 focused. Now, unlike other decks, this deck is not really hurt shield wise by running more 3s because of its ace card right here, which is Die Liner. Which, I mean, we all know the real ace card is Great Dayusha, but you know, let's talk about that later. So, Super Dimensional Robo Die Liner. So, has 2 Vanguard abilities. The first one is a continuous Vanguard ability that says all of your grade 3 units get plus 10 shield. So, any grade 3 unit that gets placed on your Guardian Circle in any kind of way gets plus 10 shield. Really nice bonus because it leaves your hand not as clunky as it would be normally from running this many 3s and like adding this many 3s to your hand or wanting to have a lot of 3s in your hand. So it gives you a 10k shield at least for all of them, which turns them effectively into grade 1s as far as shield value, which means that over other decks you kind of have more shield value than normal because you also are still running the, you know, a good amount of grade 1s and grade 2s and your triggers, where other decks, like, their 3s are dead to them except for Murakumo because they have Shiryuki. But the second ability is an activation skill that happens on Vanguard Circle only. Once per turn, you can counter boss 1 and soul boss 1. Then you can look at this top 7 cards from your deck, and then you reveal up to 1 normal unit from among them, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And if you reveal to grade 3, then this unit gets plus 20k power and a critical. So obviously very, very important to rip a 3 off this card's skill because it does help you immensely with the other requirements of the deck, like things that you want to have. Like, a lot of your cards say if you're over X amount of a power threshold, you can get some kind of ability. So it's very important that you hit Die Liner off. If you don't, then you can just grab something like a 2 or a 1, but it's just very unlikely that you won't hit the Die Liner skill. So yeah, moving on. It also, I guess I should stop and say, it also sets you up really great for Great Dayusha just because of its power threshold as well. It's one of the only ways without Force 1, like stacking and all that stuff, that you can reach the threshold for Great Dayusha. Next up, we're going to talk about our next new grade 3, which is Force Super Dimensional Robo Daisaurus. So Daisaurus is a really cool card. Mostly we play this card on the Rearguard Circle for its usefulness, but it can be written on Vanguard Circle if you do not have a Die Liner. So it being our backup grade 3, let's talk about its Vanguard ability. It has a continuous Vanguard ability that says during your turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power for each card in your damage zone. So obviously it can become really, really big, really fast. If you have 4 or 5 damage, it's getting plus 20k or plus 25k like power. So obviously it reaches the conditions for Great Dayusha pretty fast so that you can get up off this as your Vanguard. But it does provide a little nice bonus for you to have this as a backup Vanguard if you don't have Die Liner. So the Rearguard ability is at the end of the battle that it attacked. If your Vanguard's power is 35k or greater, then you can counter boss 1, put this unit into your soul, and one of your Vanguards gets plus 10,000 power and plus a drive until the end of the turn. So obviously this deck is kind of counter boss heavy, I will say that, because between Dieliner, Dayusha, Great Dayusha, and then there's other stuff like Dizoris and Active Mask and Glory Maker. So this deck can be kind of counter boss heavy because you don't really have any counter charge in this deck. So do use your counter boss wisely, but I do think that all the time that Dizoris is a wise use of a counter blast because it is getting you plus 10k to your Vanguard and plus an extra drive. So yeah, just always use it in my opinion if you can, unless you're gonna like screw yourself over that same turn by using Dizoris. So what I mean by that is if you only have 2 open counter blasts and you know that you want to do Dieliner and you know that you want to do Great Dayusha, don't use Dizoris because you're going to screw yourself over from using Great Dayusha because you're not going to have a counter blast. Moving on to the man himself, we're running 3 Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Dayusha. But yes, you just got to say it like that. Like if you don't say it like that, like what's wrong with you? Like you got to throw respect on this man's name. But it has 2 abilities. The first one is the Vanguard ability. It says when placed, 3 of your front row units get plus 10,000 power. So obviously pretty self-explanatory there. When it comes out, like you give plus 10,000 power. And then it has an auto ability from the hand that says at the end of the battle that your grade 3 Vanguard attacked. So you don't even have to attack Vanguard, but I don't know why you wouldn't. But at the end of the battle that your grade 3 Vanguard attacked, if that unit's power is 45,000 or greater, and if it was not placed this turn, counterboss 1 and ride this card as stand, and it gets plus 10,000 power. So, couple things. A couple things that's important about this skill is number 1, if that unit's power is 45,000 or greater, obviously you want to break the 45,000 threshold. Sometimes you have to set yourself up so that you already have the Great Dayusha in your hand, but you're like, I need a trigger to pass that power threshold. So always be aware of where your power threshold is, and if it's over 45,000 or if it can reach over 45,000 with a trigger or something like that, definitely be aware of that. And then if it was not placed this turn, that's the second important part, is that means that you have to have not ridden grade 3 this turn. So do not ride a new grade 3 at the beginning of the turn if you know that you have Great Dayusha, or you know that you can use Dieliner skill into a potential Great Dayusha and use it. So be very careful about that. Obviously keep your one counter boss open in preparation for using this card. And then it's really big when it comes out because it gets plus 10,000 power by itself. It gives plus 10,000 power to the front row, including itself, and then you get a force marker on top of that. So altogether, this card could be getting, plus 30k when you ride it, which means that with your force marker that you already had on Vanguard from your previous ride, this card will be 53. So that's a really big number, really hard for your opponent to break through, really hard for your opponent to guard. Moving on to our grade 2s, we're running into 4 Platinum Ace. This is our new designated Vanguard ride. It has a Vanguard and Rearguard ability, so it's pretty sick on the Rearguard as well. But on the Vanguard circle during your turn, it gets plus 5,000 power. Just really easy for making your opponent take those hits where you might have like a Die Brave, boosting it or something like that for like a free draw. So yeah, so basically it doesn't do much on Vanguard circle besides that. But on the Rearguard circle, when it attacks, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater with 3,000 or 30,000 power or greater, then you can Soul Blast 1, this card gets plus 10k and a crit. So this is really important because you can set yourself up for, you can set your opponent up for ways that they, at 4 damage, can't take anything. It just depends on if you go Force 1 or Force 2. Obviously, you can go both in this deck. I think that the deck is better, in my opinion, in Force 1, just because once you do go Force 1, you're almost always, like, at Great Dayusha threshold. So if you draw another Great Dayusha the turn after you do Great Dayusha, you don't have to like worry per se that you're gonna reach the threshold. It's just really easy to do it that way. Then we have 4 Dimensional Robo Die Dragon. Obviously this came out in the first set that Deeply's got support. It's just really good, so it's still in the deck. But it has 2 abilities. The first one is an Act Vanguard Rearguard once per turn. It says once per turn you can Soul Blast 1, and one of your Vanguards get plus 5,000 power. Obviously, this and Die Brave have the same first skill, so you do want to use them and use your soul wisely because you won't get that much soul generation, but you'll get enough for it to matter. So obviously use your soul wisely with Die Dragon and Die Brave so that you can increase your Vanguard's power threshold to right where you want it to be. Like, you don't have to like Soul Blast every single time that you can use this card's skill, because I have seen people do it before. You have to be very calculated about where you want your power threshold to be and how you're going to attain that power threshold. Then it has a rear guard ability that says if your Vanguard's power is 35,000 or greater, this unit gets plus 10k. So obviously becomes a 20k attacker by itself under most case scenarios. So really good card. Then we're running 3 Quick Hero Active Mask. I thought this said Quirk Hero for those of you who watch My Hero Academia, but that would have been really cool if they named that card this. But it has a rear guard ability that says once per turn, when your Vanguard attacks, if that unit has 30,000 power or greater, counterboss 1 and stand this unit. So this actually becomes a really good combo card in conjunction with Great Dayusha, because you can basically attack with whatever your grade 3 was, whether it be, you know, Dyliner or Dizoris, and then ride into Great Dayusha, and then from there your front row will be getting plus 10k. So you could stack any triggers on Active Mask as well, and then you can swing with Active Mask, swing with Vanguard, and then restand Active Mask again for another attack. So very useful. But it's only so useful as the other grade 2s, so that's where we're running only 3. Moving into our grade 1s, we have 4 Dimensional Robo Die Brave. I mentioned the first part of its ability because it has the same first ability as Die Dragon. Obviously, just be very careful with your soul and how you're using that. And the rear guard ability after that is when your Vanguard's attack hits a Vanguard, then you can put this card into your soul and draw. So obviously when you play these in the early game, it does help you get to some of your pieces. Like, let's say that you don't have a grade 3, God forbid, you run 11 grade 3s, but it does happen where you don't have a grade 3 or you don't have a card that you would like to have. So you can actually just place your Die Braves and then swing at your opponent's Vanguard. And if your opponent lets you hit, which most likely they will, then you just shove these in the soul and you draw as many cards as however many Die Braves that you shove the soul. So that can be very good with building your soul as well. So important to take note of that as well. So our next 4 grade 1s is 4 Magical Police Quilt. So it has 2 abilities. First one is a Vanguard rear guard ability that says when placed, discard a card from your hand and one of your Vanguards is plus 10,000 power. So I don't know why they made this card Vanguard rear guard ability, because you never really ever use it when you ride it on Vanguard Circle, because it's too early in the game to just want to give your Vanguard plus 10k, in my opinion, for a discard. Like, that's just not useful. However, when it's on the rear guard circle, then you are like given the choice to increase your Vanguard's power threshold, which is obviously important for stuff like, you know, Great Dayusha, the requirements of Platinum A's, Die Dragon, Active Masks, stuff like that. So you definitely have a good way to increase your power threshold by a whole 10k. So that's obviously very important. Then the other rear guard skill is when your Vanguard attacks, if that unit has plus 30,000 power or more, you can counterboss 1 and draw a card. So obviously you can increase your advantage, but like I said, it does cost a counterboss, so do be careful when you do use it and when you don't use it. Then rounding out our grade 1 lineup, we have 3 Glory Maker. So Glory Maker skill is when it boosts on the rear guard circle. If the boosted unit has 30,000 power or greater, then if you counterboss 1, your opponent can only guard with grade 0s from their hand for this battle. So basically what that means is that you can attack with a really big rear guard and have them only guard with 0s, because a lot of times like they'll guard with like a 0 and something else. But you can make it so that they only guard with 0s and your attacks are really big. So they either have to A, give you a PG, or give you multiple grade 0s, which if you use this skill multiple times in a game, it'll start running them through all their cards that they need. Or actually, you can just use this card in the late game. That's what I do. I just use this card in the late game, like after my opponent is already guarded with a lot of 0s throughout the entire game. You attack them really big and they use Glory Maker, and sometimes they just can't guard it because they're depending on a lot of like grade 1 shields in their hand. Murakumo specifically, this prevents them from going Shiryuki on you. So if you attack with this initially and you counterboss 1 and you don't want to get Shiryuki to lower your power, this literally counters that so that you don't have to get Shiryuki'd. So be aware of that. Then you have, for your starter, Little Hero Draco Kid. Obviously, cute. That's why we run it, right? And then we run 8 crit, 4 of the new one, Die Racer, and then 2 Die Battles and 2 Justice Cobalt, 4 PG draws, Diamond Ace, and then 4 heal triggers, which is going to be our Dimensional Robo Go Rescue San. But yes, we're going to switch right over here to the games portion of the video, so we'll catch you guys on the other side. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we have the deck list here that we were just talking about. We're going to hop right into the online ranked, try to find some matches here. And we picked Kote as our character because he's the only character where he like screams Greto Dayusha, and it's too hype. So we had to go Kote for this one. I'm actually thinking it might be a good idea to pick all the characters that the deck is related to whenever something happens, because they have like more interactions when you pick the actual character that plays the deck, rather than picking some random character that doesn't play that deck. I guess because they have like pre-voice recorded little interactions and stuff like that for the units. So let's see if we can even find some matches.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
Found one. All right, this person's on a 2-win streak. We about to end his whole career, depending on what he's playing. So we're gonna go rock. He goes paper. All right, so our opponent's going first. We open up with a pretty good hand. We're just gonna put the PG back here. We do draw a heal, so that's unfortunate. But our opponent is playing Messiah, so this should be interesting. Or maybe not playing Messiah, but they're playing Link Joker, I should say. I usually only ever see that starter if it's Messiah. Okay, so Destiny Dealer, even more kind of proof that he's running Messiah, but not enough proof yet. So he does use Destiny Dealer, and then he gets a Ghastly Nail off of it. That's actually really swole. So we're gonna ride for grade 1, draw a card off of our starter, and then we have a good grade 2 rush setup, but we're just going to swing into Vanguard. Our opponent no guards. We took a great Dayusha. That's great. Literally, no pun intended. Our opponent checks a draw trigger on damage. That's pretty unfortunate for us, I guess. But it's not the end of the world. We can still fight. Alright, so our opponent rode the card that binds cards, and Vert, or Vect, if you will. And our opponent called Dustblade as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to guard Vect with a trigger because we don't want him to get the skill to draw one. We want him to stay at that crispy 5 cards in hand. When his Vanguard attacks, we are just going to take it. He doesn't get a trigger, so that's good for us. However, if we hit a damage trigger, it doesn't really matter because we're not going to pass a power threshold where he won't be able to hit us. Wonder if he's going to use Ghastly Nail skill. I guess not. Okay. No Ghastly Nail. I think it would have been swole for him to use it like while he has the advantage of having a grade 3 that's not even supposed to be on the board till next turn. Would have been a nice little bonus if you ask me. Oh, and he's using Dustblade, which is weird because I have nothing to bind, and he must have forgot that he's not grade 3. Usually you use that card even when your opponent has nothing to draw a card, but in that case he wasn't grade 3, so that's the requirement to draw a card. So we're gonna ride Platinum Ace, call a Die Dragon, and then we're gonna call Active Mask as well, because we want to put out a little bit of pressure this turn. So let's go 10 into Vanguard. Alright, so he takes the damage. No trigger, so that's great. We attack his Vanguard for 15. So this is actually relevant because if he were to guard with a crit trigger, it would be a 1 to pass instead of a no pass, of it being 10. Damage check, heal trigger. Alright, so this guy's pretty lucky. We're pretty unfortunate, I guess you'd say. Alright, so then Active Mask is just going to attack the Vect on the rear circle. And of course he is going to guard that card because it's a very good card. He has 5 cards in hand. We have 5 cards in hand. Alright, so he rode Brant. Can still be running Messiah, but Brant is just also a thing in some Messiah decks sometimes. Yeah, so he's definitely running Harmonics, because if not, he wouldn't be running this card. So he's just running Brant as his first grade 3 ride, which is not really an issue. I prefer running the pure version, but that's just me. So no guard. Hopefully he doesn't check any triggers. Check 1. Check 2. Alright, no triggers. That's great. Alright, damage check, no trigger for us as well. He attacks rear guard, so I'm just gonna let that go. Don't really need that Die Dragon that bad that we need to block it. And then he attacked my other rear guard too. Alright, you can have it. It's actually pretty interesting that he would not want to push Vanguard pressure, in my opinion. But we are gonna ride Dieliner. Obviously, get Force 1 to Vanguard. We're gonna go ahead and use Dieliner skill to counterboss 1, Soul Boss 1, and look at the top 7. We do see a Dizoris here, so we're gonna just grab that. Vanguard will get plus 20k in a crit. And then let's go ahead and call this here, and call a Die Brave, and call another Die Brave. Yeah, so let's leave it just like that. Let's attack Vanguard for 21. No guard. Our opponent checks the damage critical trigger, not a big deal because our Vanguard is obviously huge. Then Dizoris skill procs. Counterboss 1 to go into Soul. This is actually really good against Messiah because usually they bind your units and stuff like that, so you definitely want to keep as many units off the field as you can against this deck, at least in the early game. So he's PGing right here, even though he has no real need to, because there's no way that I could kill him because Brant is active. So we get 3 checks. 1, 2. Yep, obviously our critical amount goes down. So and 3. So yeah, so basically we would have done no damage to him. So I don't even know why he PG'd it, but you know, to each their own, I guess. You know. Alright, but turn in. He rides another Brant. Okay. Going Force on Vanguard again. Using Brant skill. Yep. 33 to Vanguard. We're gonna absolutely no guard that. Try to check nothing. Try to check nothing. Alright. Cool. If we had a damage trigger right here, that would be really tight. Unless it's a heal. Oh, okay. Alright, so he attacks Vanguard. We're just gonna guard that. And we're also gonna guard that other one as well. Alright, so we draw for turn. We are not gonna ride, like I told you guys before, but we do have 2 open counterboss right now, so we're just gonna prepare for the Great Dayusha here. So counterboss 1, soul boss 1. Hopefully we find a grade 3 off the top. Yep, okay. So we found a Dieliner here, so let's go ahead and grab that. Vanguard gets plus 20k in a crit. And then we're going to push really hard this turn. So let's go ahead and call double Dieliner. And then let's call a Glory Maker too, because screw it. Alright. And then let's go Swing Vanguard for 51. 2 crit. Wow, he actually still attempted to guard it. That's crazy. Check 1. Check 2. Alright. Didn't get anything. That's fine. He has 4 cards in his hand, and we got rid of the Vect via Intercept, which is really cool. Now we hit the Greto Dayusha! Oh my god, did y'all feel that? Y'all feel that feeling in your heart when we did that right there? You had to feel it, bruh. There's no way you didn't feel it. Alright, so obviously Great Day usually gets placed. We place the Force on Vanguard so that we can be real big. So then we're going to attack for 31. See if our opponent can guard it. Alright, so our opponent cannot guard it. Alright, no damage check. Alright, attack our opponent for 53. Hopefully check no crits. That's unfortunate. I wonder if it still counts as being hit for the purpose of my grade 1s. I guess we're about to find out, right? Man, look at that animation. Greto Justice Sword. Oh yeah, so it does still count as being hit, so even if we do no damage. So we shove both these to soul, and we're gonna draw. And then we're gonna attack for 51 here. Unfortunately, we don't have another Great Dayusha here, so we can't prepare for our Great Dayusha next turn. Hopefully he needed that that Harmonics Messiah that we just damaged for him. Now we gonna see his play from here. Okay, so he stays on Brant. It would actually be less annoying if he went to Harmonics Messiah right here, actually, because I want to be able to deal him damage. Yep, use his Brant skill. Vanguard attacks for 33. Let's go ahead and PG that. And let's drop this at 2. Power check 1, Harmonics. A little late, but better late than never, I guess. Oh, and a heal. Wow, this guy's blessed. Man, I really wanted to force my advantage next turn. That is unfortunate indeed. How many counterboss does he have open? 2 counterboss, so it's likely that he's going to use this skill, yeah. Yep, binds my card. Put a guard for 28 though. Get that attack weak. And then he attacks rear guard. Yeah, nah. Can't have that, I'm sorry. Can't touch that. Alright, so let's stand and draw. Obviously we don't have a counterboss this turn, so it's fine to ride. So we're just gonna ride to Dizoris and then give the 53. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Let's give the first one to rear guard circle. Let's call the 3 here. And then call Boilermaker and call Quilt. But we're not gonna use the skill of Quilt. Alright, so let's go ahead and go 21. Alright, our opponent guards. So the best case scenario is that we don't check any crits. Even if we check a heal here, like, it'll be fine. We would just take 1 damage. Okay, yeah. So like I expected, so we would give power to rear guard, but we would take a damage, but it also counts as a damage check. That's so weird. I wonder why. Oh, that's a damage check. That's why. Okay, so like I said. And then we do our second drive check. Cool. So that was actually productive because we essentially got 3 checks. Our opponent gives crit to Vanguard. And we know that he has our harmonics in his hand, so let's see if he can block this attack at 51. Oh wow, he can indeed block. Okay, because he had a heal in his hand. Oh yeah, the heal that he checked last turn. Man, had he not healed, like, can you guys imagine? I probably would have just won that turn. Alright, so he's probably going to ride harmonics here. Oh, he called final turn. He's about that life. Alright, he's riding harmonics. Force to rear guard. Oh, and he had a ghastly now? Wow, that's swole. That means they had 2 3s in his hand. He would have definitely died. That's crazy. Alright, so we can't intercept with our 3s, but we have 5 cards to block. He looks like he's gonna have... he's using still a ghastly now. The Soul Blast Call 1 is locked. This locked card is a draw trigger, but he's not going to get to boost with it, so it's kind of... I mean, I guess he kind of just did that for the power. But his soul has 2 grade 3s, so most likely he's going to attack with this, call something here, and then attack and get 5 attacks. So... I mean, I really think we have to heal. Yep, we have to heal. We have 16 cards in our deck and 1 heal, so see if we can pull it off. Nah, we didn't pull it off. Unfortunate. But, I mean, I guess that game our opponent was really fortunate in a lot of different ways. And Brent kind of held us back in a weird way because he didn't get his 3, he just stayed on Brent. And that was actually more harmful to us than most other things. Even though he did try to guard the attacks most of the time, which was like weird that he even attempted to guard the attacks.
Moments later.
Alright guys, so we found our second match. It is going to be this same Link Joker player because I remember his name. So our opponent went scissors this time, so we are actually going to get to go first. That is a big plus. We have a solid hand. Put back a trigger, draw a trigger as normal. So let's see what we can do when we go first. Obviously that affects a lot in this matchup at least. So we are going to ride Quilt, use the starter skill to draw a card, and then we're not going to use Quilt because why would we do that? When we pass turn to our opponent, draws and rides Destiny Dealer. Yep. Hashtag ideal ride blessed. Alright, but let's see what he gets off of Destiny Dealer. Please be a trigger. Oh my god, he got a Ghastly Nail again? Man, this man's godlike. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. If he doesn't get a trigger off the second one, I'm gonna flip. Wow! Alright, so this man's actually just blessed. Okay. Well, you know, that's a thing. Let's guard some early attacks. And he checked a crit. Oh my gosh. Y'all, whoever this man is, in SJ did, bruh, he's swole, bruh. Alright, we're just gonna block that one too. Man, that's retarded, bruh. He got 2 good cards and then checked a trigger. I don't know if you guys have ever played Messiah, but anytime I play that deck, it doesn't work out like that. Alright, so we're just going to call a booster and then swing Vanguard to get some of that Vanguard damage started. Drive check a Die Brave, that's not necessarily bad per se. Damage check Destiny Dealer. Alright, at least it wasn't a draw trigger like last time. Ride. Grade 2. There's another grade 2 to play. Attack for 18. Oh wow, he can still bind my back row? Oh, that's crazy. I thought that card only bound front rows. Dang, rip. I hope I hit a damage trigger though. That would be fire right here. Yes, and it's a draw. Now we blessed. Let's go. And they give us the exact one counterboss we need to do our die liner play. Alright, so force 1 to Vanguard. Skill of die liner. Counterboss 1, soul boss 1. Check top 7. Alright, so we see Daisaurus, but we don't see a Great Ayusha. So we're just gonna grab that Daisaurus. Let's go ahead and play said Daisaurus. And play Die Dragon, because Cork Mask would be useless right now. Let's call this here. And then call this here. Knowing that, I would have placed it on the other side normally, but knowing that we're going to shove it to Soul probably, and it's going to be gone. That's just a thing. Alright, so swing for 21. Our opponent no guards. Our opponent probably has a PG for Vanguard, which would be blessed if he did, because for people to get PGs this early against Deeplease, that's truly blessed. Yep. Wow, that's crazy. Man, blessed. Critical trigger, alright. All to Die Dragon. Easy damage. Ooh, and we got a heal trigger? But we don't heal though, unfortunate. But we did still get a heal, so still a good amount of guard to our hand. And it'll be harder for him to block this Die Dragon with 2 crit, which we really want to go through. Can you block it though? Wow, and he blocked it. That's crazy. I mean, at least he has 2 cards in his hand now. Like, if we still do like a good turn next turn with Great Ayusha, if we get it, then we could still possibly kill him, because he won't have that many cards in his hand. And he's riding Harmonix this time instead of Brant, so we can definitely have the potential to kill him. And he only has 2 soul, grade 1, grade 2, so no Harmonix shenanigans can be done to us this turn. Alright, so I guess he's thinking. Alright, so he's going straight into battle phase. Attack my Vanguard, use Harmonic skill to search for a unit and call it his lot. It's probably going to be that 1 grade 2 that pluses him. Oh, he went for a Ghastly now. That's actually interesting. Alright, so we're definitely going to no-guard Vanguard, because it's real big for no reason. Critical trigger, that's actually exactly what we wanted, because we want to be able to block the rear guard if we can, and we also want 2 damage. Oh, double crit. Can't say we really wanted that, but you know, at least we don't die, right? Man, this man's luck is crazy. Select your rear. Wait, what? Why did he select? What? Why did he select the back row? Alright. I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. Damage check, draw trigger, nice. Oh, and we drew Great Ayusha. Alright, we're all set up for next turn already. Oh, we damage checked a Great Ayusha. Sadness. That's pure sadness in our heart. So he's attacking our rear guard. Using skill. Soul Boss 1. Call on his lot, discard. Okay. So he draws a card. So he attacks for 33 to our rear guard. Yeah, we don't want it that bad. You got it, bro. And we have an extra counterblast, so Mask will actually be useful next turn. So literally all we have to do, guys, oh, okay, so we got the Daisaurus back anyways. Alright, so we're not gonna ride. All we have to do is get a 3. Like right now, off of this skill, and we'll be Gucci. Alright, we did it. We got Die Liner. plus 20 in crit. And then we're gonna call this Dizoris. And we're already at the threshold for 45, so no need to use any Die Brave skills. And then yeah, let's get it. Alright, so attack for 51, 2 crit. Ooh, no guard. Check 1, Great Dayusha, I'm hyped. Check 2, heal trigger, I'm also hyped. We're gonna put the power to Die Dragon over here. Alright, he takes Vanguard 2 damage. Damage no trigger. Damage no trigger and his double Messiah. That's what you deserve, you sack. Alright, so we're gonna use Die Brave first. Soul draw. Another Die Brave, soul draw. Alright, I think we got this game under control now. Wait. Did I miss something? Why did we not Great Dayusha? Guys, did I actually miss something? I'm so confused. Why did it not give me the option to Great Dayusha? I didn't ride this turn. And I have the Counter Blast. I'm so confused. What the? I thought boost is included for... That's so weird. Does it not include boost? I have no idea why it didn't let me Great Dayusha. Like, I really have no clue. Huh. Okay. I thought we were set up to win this turn, but I guess not. I just have no real idea. Like, did the game glitch there? Like, I have no idea why I couldn't Great Dayusha there. I mean, at least we made him double harmonics, so it's very unlikely that he'll be able to actually harmonics us. So he basically just has like a vanilla turn. Attacks for 21. Let's block that. And then he's gonna attack our rear guard again. Okay. So call a lock card. Which card is this? Another Ghastly now. Yeah, you got it, bro. No guard. You do not want it that badly. 1, 2. Okay. I guess he's still dead to rights if the game lets us use freaking Great Dayusha from here. I literally have. I'm trying to like. I'm racking my brain about why I couldn't use it. We'll just let that go. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna draw. We're gonna not ride again, and then we're gonna play Quirk Mask here, and play Platinum Ace here. And then we're gonna use Vanguard skill. Have a Soul Blast. Get a 3 hopefully. Alright, we did get a 3. However, we are only at a 43k threshold. So I would even... Oh, this man just straight conceded to us. Alright, that's cool too. So I think he realized that he was gonna lose. Like, maybe he couldn't even block Vanguard with the 43-2 crit.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so we got our last opponent here. It is a Japanese player, names in Japanese. They're on a 2-win streak, and they're playing Emmy as their Vanguard. So maybe they're playing Bermuda. Or maybe Emmy's just their favorite character. There's no way to know until the Vanguard flips. So they picked Rock. We both went Rock for a tie. I'm going Scissors this time. See if we can flex out the paper. Nope. Stayed solid as a Rock. This hand is not that great, but we're gonna keep it because we do have a Great Dayusha. Yep, okay, so playing Melody, I assume. but we'll find out here shortly. Okay, yeah, so that's CL. So I'm guessing this player is definitely running Melody. And it's like pre-banless Melody, so they have Lisa and Sonata in the same deck probably. Because the game didn't update for banless. Which is stupid, by the way, but you know, whatever. So let's attack for 8. Our opponent no guards. Oh man, I didn't even want to crit. I just want a grade 3. That's not great that you should, please. Please. I mean, the crit doesn't hurt here, I'm not gonna lie, but unless my opponent heals right here, which my opponents are known to do. Okay, alright, we're okay. And we hit a Sonata. I'm not knocking it. Ride Lisa lot. Yup. Please get a trigger off the top. No Melody cards. No Melody cards off the top, please. Okay, he's just thinking, I guess. I'm guessing it's a bad card then. Probably wants to just shove it to Soul. I know, it's kind of taking so long to think. Man, our hand is actually booty right now. Booty juice. It's good for guarding, but other than that, booty juice. Booty juice. Oh, it's a heal. Okay. Nice. And he chose to call it instead of shoving to Soul. So call CL. UCL skill if he, assuming that he has a 3 in his hand. Yep, Soul Boss 1. Reveal. Check top 7. Did he get one? Okay, he got cannon to hand. And then he called the grade 2 Melody card. Okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. Try check, no trigger. We're just gonna straight up go ahead and block the other attack too, because Melody be swinging with Force 2 later, and we want to be able to eat a lot of those attacks. And we don't need counter boss on turn 2, so. Oh my gosh, we drew a heal. Please let us draw any grade 3. But all I'm asking is for a die liner. I'm not asking for much. I'm a simple man. I see die liner and I cheer. Come on, we even have this man on our sleeves. Give this man to us. 18 to Vanguard. I mean, it would be pretty cool if we crit right here. But no, deck, don't listen to me. I want Dyliner. Or even Dizoris. I'll even take Dizoris. Oh my god, Active Mask. Okay. Alright, I see how this game's gonna go. Alright, pass turn. And I really don't want to ride Great Aisha. Out of 11 threes in the deck, this is like one of the 3 that you do not want to ride. Alright, so our opponent had a Karo. So they're going imaginary gift Force 2, of course. Soul Blast 2, call 1. Or get a Karo to hand, rather. Man, I'm upset that this person didn't max rarity out their deck in the game. But they have like select max rarity cards. Alright, so Soul Charge with Cannon skill. The rear guards are whack though, I gotta say. Fina, soul charge from cannon. Okay. Calls over the heal trigger. Another reason why I think that heal should have just gone to soul. It literally didn't do anything the entire time it was on the board. So you soul charged a Fina, a draw, and a Lisalot. We're gonna eat this. We're gonna eat all the attacks this turn, honestly. Hoping that we can. Okay, Platinum Ace. We're probably high key gonna go to 5 damage if he checks a crit. Yup. That's crazy. Please don't check double crit. Oh my gosh. Bro. Why am I not this lucky? What is going on here? Double crit by a force 2 Melody Vanguard? Like, hello? And Dielander's damage? Hello? Wow. Where are my damage triggers at? Okay. My damage trigger is literally mostly consists of 3s that I wanted. Oh my god. I had 1 out of 4 chance to draw that. Oh my god. That's so dumb. I mean, at least have a PG, but like still, like, double crit? Bruh. Feels bad. Feels so bad. The only way this cannot feel bad if I top deck a 3 here. That's not great, Aisha. Okay, nice. I mean, it still does feel bad. Don't get me wrong. But we did top deck Dieliner, so it's not like super worst case scenario. Hopefully we can get a Daisaurus off of the top 7 check, and then be able to force ourselves into a triple drive where we get a heal. That's the best case scenario. I mean, we got a great Daiusha, I guess. I mean, or if our opponent just can't block, and then we check a crit, we could end the game too. But I really doubt that my opponent doesn't have like a PG or something. I don't know why that. Like, when you're playing deeply, you kind of just train yourself to always think that your opponent has a PG. 51. Please don't have a PG, and please no guard, and please let me check a crit. I'll take it. Oh my god, had a PG. Yep. Yeah, it's like, it just feels like when you play this deck that your opponent always has a PG. Check 1, and we're not even gonna get any damage triggers either. Wow. Y'all see how they do me, guys? Y'all see how they do me. Which is crazy because had our opponent not double crit us, I mean, I guess had our opponent not double crit us, we never would have got Dieliner, but still, like, we would have got Daisaurus. It didn't even need to be this way. I mean, luckily our 3s are shield, but I don't know what we can really do with that information, considering that these attacks are about to be big. Like, I literally think as the field stands now, if our opponent did not ride, so they're staying on Karo, so this is going to be attacking for 31, I'm pretty sure. Or sorry, 36, because there's 2 Karos. So basically he's going to attack us for 18. Let's see if we can even guard this at all. So this is 36. So if we guard it with this and a 10k for a 2 to pass, and then he doesn't get anything, and we're able to guard with a 3 for that column, and then we can guard with this to survive. Okay, I mean, we can live, not ideally, but we can live. Alright, let's see. See what he checks. Alright, nothing. Alright, nothing. Alright, okay. We can actually live, guys. Imagine that. Imagine in a world where Josh Stallworth lives through the turn. From a broken opponent. Gonna just block with this. Now our opponent attacks for 36. Alright. Now all we have to do is draw, get a good rear guard, and then be able to use die liner and pull it off successfully. Step 1 failed. So we got a trigger. Please don't fail step 2 because that's actually important. Guys, what the F? I guess this game just truly hates us. I mean, we're gonna go ahead and grab the Die Dragon just so that we can attempt to, because if we check a trigger, we can still go Great Dayusha, so it's not the end of the world, but pretty damn close. So we're gonna Soul Blast to make this a 36k attack. And then we're just gonna go in, boys. Hope for the best. Hope that we check a trigger. Which is crazy because we really need this to be a 2 crit attack. And we know that our opponent just Draw Trick at Sonata, so next turn is going to be very painful. Man, this game has sucked, guys. Opponent is going 1 to pass. Oh no, because of okay, I see. Yep. Basically no pass. And then our opponent still has 5 cards in hand. So basically we can do something if we heal, or if we check, like, let's like heal. Oh, please give me at least 1 trigger so I can do more drive checks. Okay, bet. So we can do crit here, power to Vanguard. And then Great Dayusha. Nice. I had that fear that the game wasn't going to let me do it again. Alright, bet. So, force to Vanguard. Still. Give those powers. And then attack for 53. No guard. Give me a crit or a heal. Please. Okay. Can he block this? Please don't hit any damage triggers. We deserve at least that after how crappy this game has been. Justice Sordo. Oh my gosh. Bruh, this is savage. Alright, well, you need a 20k shield. You got it? Probably got it. Unless his hand's fake. There's that too. He has 18 seconds to guard, or the game's gonna auto no guard for him. Okay. Yeah, he had the shield. Guys, we're so sad. Like, it didn't even have to be that way. Which is crazy, because he, like my attack would have been plus 20k to Vanguard had we gotten the actual grade 3. And if we got a Dizoris, like, we would have been able to get an extra drive check. That's crazy. Well, ride Sonata, so instantly those get bigger. Force 2, and then, yep, Sonata skill. And the last one. Alright, Alright, gets us Serena. Man, this is so whack, guys. Like, oh my god. So whack. 41. Alright, so let's see if we can even guard this. So, 28, 43. Oh, wait, sorry. 28, 43. That's one. And then the other column is 26. So literally, in order to guard that, we would need a 10 and a 5. And then our last cards left would be, let's see, this is 43. This plus our intercept is 26. And then 28, 38 to 41. Yep. We just straight up can't block it. So what we are going to do is block this for a 2 to pass. Hope that he doesn't get a crit. And then we're gonna take the oh my god. Oh my god, I do not need you to heal right now. Bruh, please. Yep, he gives power to the side that literally I was gonna take anyways. That's cool. Attack 41. Yep. Hopefully we heal. Bro, we definitely deserve to heal this game. Come on. This game has been ultra super booty butt cheeks. Yep. Here we go. Man. Well, guys, apparently D-Police hates us, so we're gonna end the games there. I hope you guys enjoyed the future fight and enjoyed me watching me get my butt whooped. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, be sure to leave a like on the video, a thumbs up down below, comment down below letting me know what you thought, or if you have any different ideas for the deck that were different from mine for other people to be able to see your beautiful opinions. Also be sure to subscribe, hit the bell button so that you don't have to miss any videos going forward, and be sure to check out the stuff in the description like I said below as well, such as our sponsor Vision, and be sure to consider clicking the join button to join our memberships if you guys want to support the channel even further or get any of the perks that are associated. But with that being said, this has been Josh from Cardfight Empire, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, guys.